We are back at the sawmill, and this is an exciting day, guys, because we're trying out a brand new saw blade. I've never used this kind of saw blade before. This is going to be pretty interesting. Right now in the sawmill we got yellow pine. I went ahead and squared it up and got the bark cuts out of the way. I know we got a little bit of bark right here facing you guys, but that's not going to make a real big difference here in this test. And the reason I went ahead and took the bark off with a different blade is because I want to give this blade a true test without going through bark and the possibility of hitting dirt or a rock or anything like that. And we can really see how it performs here today without having to worry about going through bark and getting some debris on it. So the blade we're using today, I'm not even putting on the sawmill yet. Let me grab it. Don't go anywhere. This right here, friends, is a Turbo 7 silver tip Wood-Mizer blade. In the past, I've used regular Turbo 7s here on the sawmill, but they've all been double hard. And this right here is a silver tip. And if you're interested in all the differences between double hard blades and silver tip blades and so on, even the bimetal blades that Wood-Mizer has, they got Vortex blades, all kinds of stuff. You can go to woodmizer.com, go to the blade section and read all about these different kinds of blades. And they explain it a lot better than I can. But this is a silver tip blade, guys. I've never used a silver tip blade here at the sawmill, and it's a Turbo 7, which means it's a 7-degree profile, but it's got the turbo profile in there, which pretty much means you need to go fast. It's made for speed. You don't want to go slow with something like this. So I'm going to try to saw as fast as I can today and keep these cameras going. I saw a lot faster, guys, when I'm not up here videoing. Now, if you're interested in these blades, I did not buy these from Wood-Mizer. So if we have good luck with these blades today and I like what I see and I give you guys a good review and you're interested in buying them for your sawmill, I'm going to leave information down below in the video description to a guy named Joe Maine. And that's the guy who sells these silver tip blades. They are Wood-Mizer blades, don't get me wrong, but they are sold by him down in Georgia. And he has a company, and my goodness, I should have done better research and had the company name with me, put it down below, but I can't remember it right now. But I will leave his email below and his phone number. So don't blow him up with phone calls, guys, unless you're ready to order some of these blades and try them out. As I told him, you know, I'll put your number in these videos, but you'll all get a lot of phone calls, and he said it was fine with him. So if you're running a Wood-Mizer sawmill or a Cook sawmill or a Norwood or what have you, call him up. He might be able to hook you up with some blades. And also, the lead time with him is a lot faster. I ordered these last Wednesday. They were delivered Friday. I know right now if you order a double hard Wood-Mizer blade from Indianapolis, it takes 5 to 6 weeks. So if you never used a silver tip sawmill blade, guys, you may want to look into these after this video today if they perform well. And real fast, this is not sponsored. Joe's not paying me to say this stuff. I bought these blades with my own money, guys. Nothing's been sponsored here or given out to me to say anything to you guys. And if I don't like them at the end of this video, I'll let you guys know the truth. So I'm looking forward to this, guys. Real good test for this blade for us to see if we want to start using it for pine. And this pine is pretty knotty. There's some large 3-inch knots here on this side. I'm sure we'll find more at the juvenile wood once we get down. So let's be a good test here, guys. I'm looking forward to this. I've never used this silver tip blade before. I think I've said that about 4 times. I think you guys get the point. That thing's sharp. All right, guys, let's put it on and get going. earmuffs off there, not too bad. Pretty happy with how that went. I could tell the engine was bogging down just a little, but that's what you want. That way you work that engine. Yeah, more diesel right there. It likes to be under load, guys. It works better when it's under load. When it's idling and stuff, not so much. It builds up a lot of that stuff in the emissions. But getting back to the blade, it cut really good, guys. I was pushing pretty hard. This is 10 inches wide. Actually, it's 10.5 inches wide. So it's a pretty wide cut in some knotty yellow pine. So that's a pretty good test for a blade like that. Think about it, guys. When you're sawing with the grain, you're coming right down through here and then you crash into a knot. That's end grain sticking up. It's like hitting a wall, and that's what causes your blade to sometimes take a dive to find the path of the least resistance, put it that way. But I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here today, guys. We got a good cut. Our thickness is really good. There's no inconsistencies at all. I did some spot checks as I was sawing. You want to do that. Sometimes if you're doing any kind of production sawing, you forget to do quality control. You want to stop every few boards, or at least I do, and I check for any deviations. I look for anything that's got thick and thin going on. That's when a board is thicker on one side than the other due to a blade dive, due to tension or too much lubrication or something like that. There's tons of variables that cause that, but I like what I'm seeing. And one more thing here, guys. If you're all interested in this blade, of course, I told you Joe Maine's information's down below. And if you have a sawmill other than an LT40 wide, let's say you got a 35 or a 28 or a 15 or a Norwood or something different where the blade's not as long, they can cut that Turbo 7 to any length and weld it and send it to you. So that's a good positive right there. It's not just for the 40 wide head. So like I said earlier, guys, if you want to try out these silver tips, and I think they'd be a good move if you're doing a lot of pine and stuff like this. I've not done hardwoods with them yet, but I like what I'm seeing on pine. You may want to check Joe out because there's a good chance you can get those blades a lot faster than if you go through other places to find blades right now. I like what I'm seeing, guys. This is yellow pine, like I said earlier, and it's extremely knotty. It's very knotty. It's been bad. My goodness. Extremely knotty. That sounds stupid. The controls that shows the RPM so I can see when the engine's kind of getting bogged down just a little. But this right here wasn't too bad. It was working good. It was bogging it down as far as bogging it. Wade Boggs. This is a silver tip Super 7. It ain't Super 7. We're gonna supersize it. My goodness, Super 7. Where'd I come up with this stuff?